Two new up-and-coming video games got official launch dates today. The much-anticipated Call of Duty Modern Warfare 2 is slated to come out on October 28th, and perhaps the slightly less anticipated The Lord of the Rings Gollum is planned to release on September 1st. Now, why am I talking about these two completely unrelated video games in the same video? Well, it's a slow news week, and honestly, I already had one of these mostly queued up already, so here we are. You get a 2-for-1. Moving on. So, in probably what is one of the more bombastic marketing stunts pulled by a gaming company in a while, the launch date reveal for Modern Warfare 2 was not done with a flashy trailer or cryptic teaser. Oh no. Instead, Activision Blizzard used the Port of Long Beach shipyard to create a 90,000 square foot advertisement that is supposedly visible from space that reveals the game's official logo and key art. There is an official video that goes along with the reveal of the artwork. And before we move on, I feel like I need to really point out that the pinned comment just says Modern Warfare 2 ships October 28th. And that is a lot of money, time, and effort to spend on just a pun, I guess. I mean, you get it, it's a shipyard, the game is shipping, the logo's on a ship. I don't even. Ugh. And can I just say, Call of Duty is probably one of the largest games to launch every year, so rest assured, regardless of this wild marketing stunt or not, game outlets and YouTube channels like this one were likely going to talk about the launch date, even if you couldn't see whatever ghost's face from space. Hopefully an astronaut doesn't get distracted while making some type of crucial calculation or something. That's the best I can hope for, because, you know, these marketing kinds of stunts used to happen all the time before. A lot of game companies cut back on them because they oftentimes led to negative publicity as opposed to positive publicity for their game. And they kind of just got out of hand, so places kind of stopped doing them. But here we are. Way to go, Activision Blizzard, I guess. You got everybody's attention. It's so dumb. Anyways, Modern Warfare 2, of course, is the sequel to the Modern Warfare reboot that kicked off in 2019. The new game will include characters familiar to the series. Captain Price, Ghost, Gaz, and Soap are all back, and there's a new face, Colonel Alejandro Vargas, a Mexican Special Forces member. Given the poor reception to Call of Duty Vanguard, a lot of fans are ready for Modern Warfare 2 to revitalize the franchise. There have been a lot of leaks and rumors about the new title, bringing big changes to multiplayer modes and Call of Duty Warzone, which we reported on in the weekend roundup. But right now, the running theory is announcements will focus on the campaign during June, either during or around Summer Games Fest or the Xbox Showcase, and then more multiplayer info will drop later in the summer as we get closer to that October 28th release date. Now, if that wasn't enough news for you today, as I mentioned before, Lord of the Rings Gollum also got a launch date. That's coming September 1st. Unlike Call of Duty though, Gollum's announcement did come with new details and screenshots from the game as an NDA lifted on a hands-off preview for a number of websites that had experienced it last week. The basic pitch is, instead of a typical Lord of the Rings hero character, you play as Gollum, climbing and sneaking your way through iconic Middle-earth locales on a quest to get back to your precious ring, which was stolen by Bilbo Baggins. The game will be a linear story-driven experience in which you use Gollum vision, cunning tactics, and stealth takedowns to progress through the world. However, unlike most games, it looks like Gollum won't unlock new abilities throughout, or at least ones that make him stronger. Multiple sites have said there aren't unlockable abilities in a traditional sense. Makers of the game, Daedalic Entertainment, are quoted saying, "The events that happen during the game happen in a pretty compressed amount of time compared to Gollum's overall lifespan, so it didn't seem very logical that he would gain new abilities." There is, however, a personality mechanic in which Gollum has to deal with his hobbit self, Smeagol. So when it comes to branching narrative choices in the game, it's up to the players if they want Gollum to have the upper hand when it comes to making important decisions, or if they prefer to allow Smeagol to take over. One example given was whether or not Gollum eats a beetle because he thinks it's a Mordor spy, or if Smeagol just gets to leave it alone and look at it because it's interesting. It's a unique idea for a game mechanic, and apparently these types of decisions can lead to one or two different endings, but ultimately the events of the game have to land right back in the greater Lord of the Rings canon. There were a couple different locations shown off in the preview, as well as familiar and new characters, so I recommend reading the Eurogamer preview if you're interested in learning more about the game. On the other hand, IGN wasn't super impressed with what they saw, saying for now they are left with an underwhelming impression of a simple game that would have landed better in the era when Peter Jackson's trilogy was still in the cinemas than it will in 2022. So certainly go and check out IGN's coverage of the Gollum preview if you're looking for that more cautious or kind of a skeptical take about what they saw. That's gonna do it for today. Thanks for watching. Plenty of stuff to comment about in the video today. Let me know what you think about that stupid Call of Duty reveal. And if you're interested in playing Gollum or not. I don't know. I think it kind of sounds interesting, but until we see an actual gameplay trailer, you know, what are launch dates anymore, right? Like, everything's been getting delayed. All right, thanks for watching, and we'll catch you guys on the next video.